The question you ask yourself should never be if you are intuitive or not. Because, oh yes, you are intuitive, whether you want to admit it or not. Male, female, everyone is intuitive. And contrary to popular belief, women are not more intuitive than men. It's just that some men deny their intuition with rationale and reason and diminish their intuitive knowings because they don't have all the data to draw a conclusion yet. Now, this is a total generalization about men and women, but I'm only bringing it up because we've all heard the myth that, men are less intuitive than women, and it's just not true. So, hello, my name is Suzanne Michelle, and I am your intuition coach. And in this week's Wild to Wisdom episode, I am busting the myth that says only some anointed special human beings are intuitive, and I'm going to uncover what is actually going on with your intuitive sense. So, we've established that all of us are intuitive, right? And some of us just deny or disregard the intuitive nudges better than those who don't, whether you are a man or a woman. And what is more true, and what I really want to talk about, is that most of us don't manage our intuition very well. And I'm not concerned with what sex you are, because we all hold the masculine and feminine qualities within each of us, no matter if we came in a male package or a female package. You are human, therefore you are intuitive. So it's like this. It's like you have an intuition trust fund that you were given at birth, and some of you don't even believe that you have it because you have never withdrawn any of the valuable gifts from your account. I mean, some of you have, but you don't appreciate it. And some of you have even squandered or wasted it. And some of you invest it and you watch it grow and expand your personal value. I mean, can you imagine having $1 million trust fund, and when you get the monthly bank statement in the mail, you open it and you say, yeah, I haven't seen it, so I don't believe it. That's what it's like to deny intuition. Okay, so let's drill this trust fund analogy down even deeper. So we're all on the same page right now, on the same page right now, right? Like you do acknowledge that you are intuitive. You're saying, okay, yes, I'm intuitive. I acknowledge it's real. But how do I know that the information is valuable or not? I mean, how do I know when I'm getting good intuitive info versus bad intuitive info? How do I know if I'm making a good or bad investment on the information? Well, this is when it gets really good. And there is one clear statement I can make that will clear up the confusion. So if you are feeling frenetic or are emotionally attached to the outcome, you will not get clear intuition. If you are emotional when you receive intuition, it's probably not solid info. Expectations will taint the authentic message, okay? Your own desire to want to know the final outcome, the final conclusion, will always be the injury you cause to yourself, which inhibits true intuition from flowing consistently and without restriction into your awareness. So in other words, if you have an agenda, you will no longer be in intuitive flow. You will be in your mind. It's that simple. So how do you know if you have an agenda? Okay, well, you can ask yourself questions that challenge the intuitive information. So for example, say you get an intuitive hit to move across country to New York City from Seattle, Washington. Ask yourself, what is going on in your life that would prompt this idea? Are you frustrated with your current living situation? Do you love or hate your job? Do you have good supportive friends where you're living now? Did you just experience a breakup? Or is there any drama in your life? The answer to those satellite questions that may be prompting a move might indicate whether the info is intuitive or just your mind talking, okay? If there's no drama in your life and you are happy where you are living and you love your current job, you just might be getting a real certified intuitive hit because it makes no sense to move across country, and it might be worth your while to explore it further. However, if your life is a bit dramatic, that idea might just be a way for you to escape. The thought to move to New York City was not intuitive, but it had an underlining agenda, which was to escape your current situation. So, do you see how clear intuitive info is irrational? It has no reason. And on the other hand, mind trash holds our personal agendas and sneaky motives and is not intuitive info. So asking good, honest questions when you get an intuitive hit is how to manage and sift through your own mind trash and opens you up to really receive more valid divine insights. So if you hold more of a masculine energy in your constitution, you usually need more data and rational excuses to act on an intuition. And it would be advantageous for you to take more irrational risks as a way to discover what you really, really want in life. Now, if you hold a more feminine energy, it would be to your benefit to ask a bit more challenging questions that get you out of fantasy and delusion and into more honesty and realism. Now remember, I'm talking about energies here. Nothing is set in stone, and we are all finding energy balance between the feminine and masculine within ourselves because we all have masculine and feminine attributes. So the more balanced we are in our energies, the more receptive and active we will be with our divine intuitive insights. I mean, ask good questions before you jump to conclusions when you get an intuitive hit. So there you have it. If you enjoyed this message, share the love. And if you are at a crossroads with a deep knowing you have about your life and you would like to bounce some ideas off of me, go ahead and contact me at revivewithenergy.com. And until next time, I am with you on this path.